Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Olivia, I'm 27 and I'm from Michigan, and this channel is going to be mostly about my books, and I might sprinkle in some travel vlogs here and there, some stuff with my pups. But overall it's going to be one of the things I love to do most, and that's reading. So I'll be sharing a lot of stuff in this particular video about stuff I'm reading right now, stuff I want to read in the near future, and I'm going to give you a little bookshelf tour too. So stay tuned, and thank you for bearing with me with just kind of like new channel stuff, me learning how to do this, and figuring out how to be comfortable doing this. So just bear with me on that front, and hopefully we will learn and grow. And yeah, but nice to meet all of you. I would love it if you could introduce yourself in the comments, just so I can see who is watching this. So you guys have an amazing day, and let's get into the video. Hello everyone, I am currently reading Wild Side by Elsie Silver, and I'm really loving it, to be honest. I'm not like totally done, but I'm pretty much getting there, and it's been really great. It's been so cute. I've been literally like giggling the entire time. I've been really into it. So this is the third one in the series, and if you don't know, they're interconnected, like standalone. So we see a lot of the same characters throughout the books, but they're all based on different people kind of within the community, and they're all about single parents. So it's been really cute though. So this one's about Tabitha and Reese. He's a professional wrestler. She owns a restaurant, and something happens to her sister, and they end up having to kind of take care of her sister's child together. So it's been really, really sweet. I've just like absolutely loved it. So you should definitely give this series a try. This is the Rose Hill series, and it's been really good. So I've read a few of her other books from some of her other series, not like all of them, but I think so far I've liked the series the most. And I also think this is her most like recent series too that she's been working on. So I'm guessing she's kind of like honed in on her craft a lot, and just like has kind of found her sweet spot of like what she's really good at and stuff. And I'm really liking it. So, and I also went to IKEA today, got myself a Billy bookshelf. So I'm really excited. I got it in brown walnut, which I think matches my house kind of the best at this moment. And I'm going to add some more units later and kind of make a whole corner bookshelf situation. But right now I just got one of the like shelving units, so I'm going to set that up later tonight, I think, when I get home. I also teach dance, so I'm currently just kind of sitting around waiting for dance to start, getting some reading done, and yeah, so it's gonna be a late night, but I'm so excited to put up, so I think I'm just gonna do it even if it's at like midnight, so it's fine. I think when I get done with this book, I'm gonna read Passion Project, and I literally have it on standby in case I finish this one like while I'm out today. But Passion Project by London Sperry, and I don't know much about it like at all. I got on Book of the Month. I know that it's a romance and that it's based in New York City, and I think the cover is super cute, so that's why I chose this one. So nothing really too deep there, but I'm excited to read this, so I'll let you know how this one goes. Currently setting up the bookshelf. Setting up the actual shelf didn't take too long. Now I'm just organizing the books, and this is what's taking a long time. So I'm kind of still deciding how I want to lay it out. And honestly, I'm realizing I have a lot more books than I thought I had. So this might not be enough space, but we will see. And I will update you guys when I'm all done. All right, so we're pretty much set up here. Say hello to Kona and Bullet. Those are my pups. But it's honestly not how I exactly want it, but it'll do for now. But on my top shelf, I have pretty much just miscellaneous stuff, like traveling things, business stuff, and then I have some biographies over there, and then some random like essay stuff in the middle. Not super happy with the shelf, but it's just kind of random for now. Right here is kind of going to be like a feature shelf, I think. And right now that's my current read, like I said in one of the last clips. So I started that, and then East of Eden, absolute favorite book, Wedding People, favorite book last year. And then I included Speechless by Michael Knowles because I love him, and it's a signed copy. So it's just kind of like a featured shelf. This will get changed out frequently, but then here's my classics shelf. I don't have a ton. But what I do have are ones that are pretty special to me. And yes, I did include Hunger Games, because I feel like I hear people say it's a modern day classic, and honestly, I kind of agree with that. Um, anyway, so I don't have the first one because I lent it to someone a while ago and they never returned it, so that's nice. So I have that there, and then these next two shelves are pretty much all religion, theology type of books. A lot of like Christian living and like specific books of the Bible are on this shelf. And then so far this shelf has, that's a spiral Bible there. So he's very excited right now. Yes. Spiral Bible, I got that for Christmas. So I haven't used that a ton yet, but I'm really excited to. Then I have some random Bible studies that I've done with my church. Just prayer books. I have like a hymnal, classical ESV study Bible, and then some of my favorite devotions, morning and evenings, from Spurgeon. Yes. So, and then lots of other devotions and random Bibles in there. So have that little picture of me and my hubs from our engagement pics. And then this is just pretty much just fiction. This was going to be like pretty much just romance shelf, but I didn't have a lot of room elsewhere. So I didn't have a lot of like physical copies of just like contemporary fictions, and I put them all on the same shelf for now. This will get changed. I'm realizing that I'm probably going to need another bookshelf way sooner than I thought. I do definitely have some room, but we will see how long this shelf lasts. Okay, so I'm done with Passion Project. I finished it a couple of weeks ago, honestly, and not too much to report. I really liked it. Honestly, it was super cute. Their banter was adorable. Like there was this one line where they were like staring into each other's eyes, and he was like, "Hi," and then she replied with "Hi," and I don't know what about it, but I just thought it was so cute. I loved how like normal they seemed. And our main character struggled with like a lot of anxiety and depression. And honestly, like I loved the way they like described her emotions. I just felt like it was super relatable. And I loved just like how like real it was. Like I felt like real people struggling through real things, real problems, and I really liked that. And on top of that, it was honestly really funny, super cute, and I love anything with a New York City backdrop, so highly recommend. I think I gave it a 4 stars. Totally stand by that. Yeah, great read. Definitely recommend. It was from Book of the Month, and I feel like anything from them is honestly great, so I would definitely pick it up. Okay, so after I read Passion Project, I started Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and to be honest, I really liked it. It obviously is a little bit difficult to read if you're not used to reading like super old English, but I liked it overall. Like I was able to like follow along with the storyline and stuff. But it wasn't, I would not say it was a super easy and simple read. Like you definitely have to like put your mind with it. I listened to the audiobook for most of it while I was reading it, so I kind of like listened and read at the same time. That helped a whole bunch, like to be honest. So I would honestly recommend that too if you're like kind of nervous about just like kind of reading the old English. I would definitely recommend listening to the audiobook alongside it. I didn't do that for the first like 100 pages or so, but it definitely I don't know, just having someone read along with you made me understand like the tone so much better, I think. So definitely recommend doing that. But I liked it overall. I'd probably only rate it like a 3 stars. I know you guys are like probably killing me about that. And I feel bad even rating a classic like that. And I'm sure it's a 5-star in so many ways. But it's definitely something I feel like I would need to reread, like do some research, maybe like watch some videos, just so I can understand it better, so that I can like fully appreciate it more, because I feel like it was hard for me to appreciate because I was just really like trying to focus on understanding it and just trying to like consume the story. So I liked it overall, though. Obviously, if you haven't read it, you should read it. I can't believe it took me this long to actually read it, but nonetheless, we finished it. Next, just started Funny Story, only like 2 pages into it, so nothing really to report yet. But I'm really excited to read this. I loved Beach Read and I loved Happy Place. I'd say I like Beach Read more than Happy Place. This is the 3rd one. I haven't, oh, and I also read Book Lovers as well. And I think Book Lovers was honestly my favorite out of the 3 of those. I've been holding off on Funny Story and People We Meet on Vacation just because I know I'm going to like them, or at least kind of like them, and I kind of just wanted to savor it because after I read those, like, there won't be any left of Emily's that I haven't read. So, at least the big ones. I've heard of like one other one that she wrote, but it was kind of like maybe like a co-author thing, and it's like a different genre too. So, but like her main titles, those would be the last one. So I was kind of like waiting so that I didn't have them like gone yet. And obviously I know she has her new one out too. So, now that that's out and I feel like I have something else I can read by her, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on the backlog. So, and then I'm also listening to the audiobook of Better Than the Movies, or is it Nothing Like the Movies? The second one, okay? The second one by Lynn Painter. To be honest, the first one I really liked. I thought it was cute. I listened to that on audiobook as well. But for the second one, I kind of just needed something to listen to, so I'm not like obsessed or anything, but it's cute. And I'm listening to that right now. I'm a little bit over halfway. So next I want to talk about some classics that I want to read this year. That was kind of one of my New Year's resolutions, was to read more classics. So I read Pride and Prejudice, as I said, and I'm going to go through a list. I have a ton on my shelf, so I have like the physical copies of a lot that I want to read. Some of them I've read I've read before in high school or college or whatever. But I probably wasn't paying attention then, and I want to reread them. And there's others that I just know are classics that I have copies of that have just been passed down to me, and I have not read them yet. So let's go through like the next 5 that I really want to read that I have with me, and then I'll do some honorable mentions that I don't have with me that I also would like to read. So let's get into that. All right, so first off, we're starting with The Sun Also Rises, which I have this super cute Barnes & Noble edition, Ernest Hemingway. There's a quote on the back, and I'll read it. It says, "I can't stand it to think my life is going so fast and I'm not really living it." So I feel like I might be doing some introspective thinking after I read this book, but I'm excited to read it, and I honestly don't know really what it's about. So, but I had this super cute Barnes & Noble edition, so we're gonna tackle that one. Might even do that one first for my next classics read. I'll probably do that in a few books. Like I said, I'm reading Funny Story right now, and then I have one nonfiction on my Kindle that I want to read, and then I'll get back into my classics. So probably start with that one. I also got this recently. It's a very cute copy of Little Woman. I am very excited to read this. So my mom and my mother-in-law both found out that I hadn't read it, and they were both very mad at me. So I will be probably doing that sometime this year. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the second book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. So the first one was The Magician's Nephew. I know they didn't do like the movies in order, so they released Lion Witch in the Wardrobe first. But that's actually the second book in the series. So it is a children's book, but it is a classic. So the first one I read earlier this year, and I loved it, honestly. It was great. And they're super easy to read because, I mean, they literally have pictures in them, and because it's a kid's book. So If you want to start with like some classics and you just want easy stuff, like I would start in some children's literature. I mean, not that I know like a whole bunch about classic children's literature, but I don't know. These books are awesome so far, and I'm excited to read the second one. And I'm surprised. I mean, I read them when I was little and I loved them, but as an adult, I kind of wanted to read it. So yeah, so I will be reading that. Next is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. So my favorite book is East of Eden by John Steinbeck, and I think I've also read this one, but it's been so long, I honestly don't remember. And it's literally the tiniest little book ever, so I think I can crack this out in like a couple hours, if that. So I will be reading that. And then last but not least, there's a few other C.S. Lewis's that I want to read. So this is obviously nonfiction, but I want to read Mere Christianity, which also believe I've read in college time-ish. But, you know, I feel like everything like pre-COVID, especially like memory of what books I read, has just escaped me. So it's not listed on my Goodreads, so I'm like, okay, I gotta reread this because I feel like I don't remember anything. So gonna reread this. And then as far as stuff that I don't have physical copies of, I really want to read The Abolition of Man, also by C.S. Lewis. I want to read Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I really want to read like Moby Dick. I know it's kind of crazy and like a big behemoth of a book, but I want to read it. So I'm going to try to do that. I probably won't get to Moby Dick this year, but I want to try those too. I really want to read some more nonfiction, just some basic like common philosophy books that have been, you know, well known for millennia. So I really would love to read some like Aristotle. I really want to read Thomas Aquinas. And I mean, there's so many. I made a whole list on my Goodreads of ones that I want to read that have been recommended by people that I look up to. So I would really like to get into that as well. Don't know how I'm going to accomplish all of this, but you know, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. So yeah, so those are kind of some stuff I want to read as far as fiction stuff, like contemporary fiction that I want to read. Doing my little palette cleanse right now with Funny Story. And then honestly, like, I'm really excited about all these classics right now, so I really want to try doing those. I'm gonna probably need some like no-brainer things in between. And so I have a few Riley Sagers that I want to get done. The Middle of the Night is one that I want to probably sprinkle in here in my list somewhere. So I'll probably throw that one in. And then I have a couple of Book of the Month ones too that I really need to read. One of them is Wild Dark Shore. I'm really excited to read this one. I've heard it's fun. And it'll be different than like the vibes of a lot of my other books. So excited to read this. Don't really know totally what it's about, but I've heard it's like maybe a dad and his kids on some island. They like kind of watch over this island off the coast of Antarctica or something. Don't totally know, but I'm here for it. And then I just got another Book of the Month one. It's downstairs too, but I'm really excited about that one as well. So I think that one's more of a literary fiction. I don't think it's like really any romance or anything, but I'm excited about that. So, oh, it's called Bombshell, and I think it's about like a young French girl who coming of age somehow, maybe. I honestly don't even know, so I'm excited to be surprised and read that too. So yep, so that's kind of the update of the stuff to come as far as what I want to get done reading wise in the next couple of months / year. We'll see what I end up actually reading and getting through, because I get into moods where I, you know, don't want to read anything that takes any brain power, and then I also go through moods where I'm like, I need to be stimulated in my brain right now. We'll see what moods I get in over the next couple months, but that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and bearing with me on this first craziness of a video that may be all over the place, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully I will get better at this. And if you have any video ideas for book stuff or anything else, I would love to hear those. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.